Hey there, Survivor fans. This is Kevin from Super Fun Time Show, and I've got a question for all of you out there on social media. They say D is the best winner of the new era, or maybe the best since like Jeremy in season 31. And kind of my question is, what makes a great winner, right? So if we like, are we looking at immunity wins? Because if so, I think D is tied for the new era of the most. I think she had more than Jeremy did. Not the most of any winner in the past like 14, but pretty respectable. I think it was 3 wins. Is it the least amount of votes against you throughout the game? Because if that's the case, I mean, she did have votes against her. Not many, but she did. And I mean, Austin should have won 45 if that's the case, because he had 0 going into the finals. Also, I want to mention real quick, Gabler had 0, and Gabler won 43. And then is it the most amount of votes that you should have gotten in the final tribal? Is that what does it? Because if that's the case, Erica, Marianne, Jam Jam, Gabler, they all won 7-1-0. So I'm kind of intrigued what the Twitter sphere thinks about what makes D better than other winners of the new era, or even below that. Is it something different she did? Do you think she was that dominant? And if so, where's the disconnect between the jury and what viewers see? I've always found this to be super interesting because on Twitter, there's a lot of people that are super fans, no doubt, super fans like myself. However, I think there are times when statements get said in kind of a blanket pattern, and I ask myself, what makes them so great, or where's the logic kind of line up? Again, she didn't get more votes in Final Tribal than every other winner of the new era. She didn't win by having 0 votes against her and the most votes in Final Tribal. That total belongs to Mike Gabler. And a lot of people think Gabler has the worst win of the new era. I'm not one of those people. If you want to look at it from the 45 Tribal Council alone, people got very upset that Austin got 3 votes, that Dee didn't win by more. Because people go like, Austin only got them because of misogyny and nonsense reasons. Well, it's super interesting because if you look at Dee's game and you say, well, she did this, and she made moves and she was in control and she did an awesome job. But then you discount Austin's votes for having really good relationships while also being in the majority. It's fascinating because I want to turn that around on some of y'all real quick and say, who do you think should have won Survivor Samoa then? Or Survivor Heroes versus Villains? Because I feel like those fans are making the argument as to why Russell Hantz should have won both of those seasons. Whereas I would probably say maybe there's a reason why Sandra and Natalie White won those seasons, right? There is a point where you have to remember the jury matters. That is why Survivor is the greatest game on the planet. The foundation of it all. How do you vote out a bunch of strangers that you have come together and built a tribe and a bond? How do you vote them out and then ask them to vote for you? And that is what makes it amazing. So when I see Survivor fans discount the part where you need to incentivize them to vote for you, which usually means don't be a jerk and play a good game, it's surprising because it's basically people who are very pro Russell Hantz and they just don't realize it. So Survivor 45 has been an interesting case study for that, I think. But just to be clear, Dee played an outstanding game. She's the winner of 45. She should have been the winner of 45. And I think she would do well in any season. Although if she comes back, I think she'd be a top target. She did an excellent job. And I just want to hear what your thoughts are on the fan base.